Ms. Atkins, you can come and just start telling me the truth, or you can keep going with these excuses. I'm not going to let you go very long, because then I just got to do what I got to do.
In today's episode of Court Nerds, we step into Judge Simpson's courtroom, where a defendant is pleading for leniency after missing multiple drug tests, blaming health issues and confusion. Just when it seems like Judge Simpson might give her a chance, he reveals a piece of evidence that could change everything. Watch as this courtroom drama takes a sharp turn, and the defendant's fate hangs in the balance.
All the cases of the people versus Casey Atkins.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Shalani for the people. And good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Tanazi Carey on behalf of Ms. Casey Atkins, who is approaching. Ms. Atkins, state your name.
Casey Atkins.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, today's date time set for preliminary examinations involved. I'm sure the court recalls these are adjourned hearings. The defendant was being screened for mental health court in the 15th District Court. Unfortunately, she has been denied entry into that court. Ms. Kiriakin really wishes to explore 14B recovery court from her client, or on the alternative, proceed with exam. I did tell Ms. Kiriakin that I would need to talk to the victim in the assault matter about the 14B recovery court, so he could agree to screen for that. And otherwise, I do believe there's bond violation.
Okay, you're going to get to that eventually. Okay, bond violation.
That is correct, Your Honor. We were indicated that there is a bond violation currently. Ms. Atkins, I asked her what it is that happened. She states, Judge, that she was under the impression that she had been accepted into the mental health court because that had been the conversations that she had been having with counsel previously. She was waiting to hear from them and be given the new reporting schedule.
Excuse me?
Your Honor, she did test today. As soon as she came in, she did go and test today. She's been
okay, but the previous mistest, I heard what you just said, but I'm not sure on what planet that makes any sense.
I understand.
But I'll let you go on.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think the court is aware that Ms. Atkins has a significant host of health issues. She currently has congenital heart failure. She also has been dealing with a lot of medical appointments. She's the sole provider for her 13-year-old daughter. She thinks that she just completely misunderstood where she was in the process.
What part?
She would like to support, Your Honor.
Sure,
Yes.
have at it.
Yes, Your Honor. When I met with the mental health court, I was under the assumption that's who I was under now. And when I spoke with CMH Tia, she stated that I would be having to go once a week. I was awaiting that. I completely take full responsibility. It was my misunderstanding of my duty to show up weekly and call. And I am extremely sorry. I have started a new job. I started July 24th.
I had one test in June.
Yes, and then for 3
No
weeks.
test in July,
3 weeks ago.
and haven't had a test yet in August, except that you say she went over. She has missed all of her testing. So at what point did she think all of this changed?
When I came to the last hearing is when I thought it changed. Prior to that,
When was the last hearing? When you came to the last hearing, that's where you thought it changed, right?
when I went in and actually met with Mr.
Grappling.
The mental health. I was also had back surgery, so there may be some myths due to my back surgery. I'm not quite for sure what date. I also had provided proof of COVID. That was back, I want to say maybe back in May. When he called me on Friday, he told me that I was 7 weeks out. I asked him if I could come in that day. He stated yes. Like I said, I just started a new job. I got up at 4:15, tried calling to see if I could come
You
in.
got a lot of excuses.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you're right. It's.
I know,
my
I'm right.
misunderstanding.
And the last test, do you have a prescription for opiates?
I wasn't on my last, on my last one, I did yes, and they should have all those records for my medical records, from the surgery. Yes, sir. Because I had surgery on June 10th. I haven't been on any medication in quite.
June 10th?
Yeah, I believe it was June.
Then, and you were given.
Oh, maybe it was May 10th.
When was your surgery?
Maybe it was May 10th. Maybe
I'm trying to think.
10th. Mr.
Sir,
Allen.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I'm trying.
Yeah, and you should be.
When
was your surgery?
I want to say it was June 10th. June 10th is,
Then why does an opiate show up in May?
because I was on medications prior to the surgery. I was under I was having sciatic nerve pain, so I was seeing a doctor prior to the surgery.
Your Honor, if
So if it shows up on the 17th, if you have surgery on the 10th, why on your test on May 23rd doesn't it show up?
I may have been taken off. I don't know, sir. I honestly, I cannot answer that. I didn't know I was positive on those. I do know that I was on medication for quite some time prior to the surgery. I don't like to be on the medication. I was doing okay. My sciatic nerve, it was like a hit or miss on some of those until it like the last 3 weeks prior to my surgery, 2 weeks prior to my surgery is when it got really bad. I was unable to walk or do anything. But it was never my intention to upset or disappoint my children, the courts, myself. I am really trying to get off public assistance. I just recently got off. Like I said, I just started a new job July 24th. Just went in for another job at Trinity that I did all my physical and drug testing yesterday, and I'm supposed to start that. I am the sole provider for my 13-year-old. We have no other family members whatsoever. If something is to happen to me, she would literally have to be in foster care because there is no one. My 19-year-old cannot financially support her, and we will lose everything. And I just would really like a second chance, Your Honor.
Judge, can we approach, please?
Ms. Lundy, there was something you wanted to say?
Oh, not me.
Your Honor, I know the court was talking about the opiates. I was able to confirm with community corrections just a moment ago too, on May the 3rd, there's a test, and the COCN is an abbreviation for cocaine.
I know.
I wasn't sure if the court had seen that abbreviation. It's the first time I've seen it on one of these reports. So I wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah, on May 3rd, she's tested
I don't.
cocaine. Then next thing I know, so she's got benzos and she's got THC and cocaine in her system May 3rd. May 6th, she misses her test. May 15th, she misses her test. When she finally shows up on May 17th, I had the benzos still in, THC, and now she's got an opiate. She's trying to tell me that it's because of her impending surgery, which is coming up in June. However, her next test on, May 17th, she comes up on May 23rd, it's negative, nothing showed. Then she misses her test. She then decides to come in on June 12th, which is after, I think, her determination that she's on some other type of schedule, and she's negative. Then from there on out, she hasn't tested.
Because I was using a wheelchair, a walker. And I don't know what date that was.
So I'm going to give you a shot. Ms. Atkins, you can tell me this, start telling me the truth, or you can keep going with these excuses. I'm not going to let you go very long because then I just got to do what I got to do.
Sir, I've been sober. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Sir, I have been sober. I've had some relapses. I have. My testing has been sporadic due to my inabilities for my
It's hard to spit out that you're using.
I don't want to be an addict, sir.
I know, but it's hard to spit out that you're using. That's why you're missing the test.
I've missed.
I didn't just start doing this
No,
yesterday.
I know you did not, Judge. You're viral. I know that.
Council approach.
Recording stopped.
I mean, I'm literally gonna lose my job and my home. I wouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna lose my job, and I just got it July 24th. I'm gonna lose my home, and my 13-year-old has no one to take care of her. I am begging the court. I will go every day. I will do weekend court. I will do whatever, but I can't lose my job, and I don't have anyone to take care of my 13-year-old. Nobody, not one person in this world.
Ms. Atkins, I let you go on, hoping that as you went on, you would start being honest. I then gave you the direct opportunity to just be honest. And none of those did you take.
Your Honor, I have been honest. I would be willing to take a hair follicle
Let me
test,
tell you what,
but I don't want to lose my job that I just
I
worked so
know you
hard.
don't want to lose your job, and I don't want you to lose your life.
I don't want to lose my
Because
life.
what you're doing is you're deciding to test when it is okay for you just to go test. And you're coming back negative.
And Your Honor, I also
But
have
you're
medical.
using.
I also have medical records that they would not let me self-cap, and I was having to self-cap for about 4 weeks. And I also tried to, had talked to the probation officer about it. But Your Honor, I will lose everything. My daughter has no one to take care of her, and I don't know what to do about that because I have no family members. My test is negative today.
Your Honor, if I can get documentation about her medical issues and match it up with any information from community corrections, would the court be willing to at least?
I will look at anything that you will give me, but I will tell you that I mean, why didn't you go in on the 9th when they told you that they were gonna violate you?
I tried to go in. I didn't get off until 4 o'clock. I called him. I'm working in Romulus. I left a message with him. I called at 4:15. They told me I had to be there by 4:30. I left a message on his book and that I would come in that day, Saturday, Monday, and
Why didn't you then go in on the 12th?
on Monday,
Yeah,
because I was at work and I was at work. I actually
Miss
went. into a drug
Atkins,
test,
here's
so
the reason.
I
you
did
didn't
another
go-
drug test.
Here's
on
the
Monday.
reason you didn't go in on the 12th. You were giving yourself one more day to try to come back clean. That's all you were doing.
I took
That's
the drug
all
test
you've
on
been doing.
Monday.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Like I said, I've been doing this a while. Addicts try to overtalk me all the time.
Sorry.
I'll adjourn this matter out to August 22nd, 2024, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. At this point, defendant's bond is revoked. Defendant's remanded.
Will that be a PCC or a PT on the 22nd?
That'd be I can't do it. I'll just go back to PCC.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, who's next?
If you're involved in a dispute with another party such as this and you just can't seem to work it out, don't resort to taking the law into your own hands.
We'll hear the litigant's reaction after these messages.
All right, thank you very much. Officer Bell's waiting for you, and that will bring this case to a conclusion.